Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you how I did my eye makeup. So essentially it is a glitter half cut crease. And if you did watch my last video, I had the same makeup on then and I wanted to do a tutorial for you guys because I really loved how it came out and I think it's perfect for the fall time. So if you guys do want to see how I created this look, then please keep on watching. Okay guys, so obviously I did one eye off camera and I'm going to be showing you how I did that eye on my other eye today. So it is all primed and set and everything, so it's ready to go. So I used two palettes for this look, and the first one that I used was the Subculture palette. And I used two shades from there, and then I also used my Violet Voss Pro palette as well. Just one shade from there. So I definitely do like the Subculture palette so far. I don't really have any concerns with it or major issues. Has worked pretty well for me. I've used, I want to say like 4 of the shades so far, so I haven't played with it entirely. So I will let you know my thoughts about the entire palette when I do use all of the colors in there. So for now, the first shade that I used, and the one I'm going to put in my crease, is the shade Dawn in the palette. So I'm going to take that color on my Sigma, I want to say F40 brush. Just looks like this. Just a nice kind of rounded blending brush. So I'm going to take Dawn, like I said, just one tap, you don't need a lot, and I'm going to blend it through my crease. So I'm not going to be super careful with this because it's mostly just your transition shade, so you don't have to make it super precise. Just gonna dip back into that again. Okay, so this is what it should look like so far, so nothing crazy. It's a pretty light shade. Just gonna keep blending it until my desired color level kind of. And I just kind of do windshield wiper motions and then circular motions to blend my shadows together. Okay, and then the next color I'm going to use from the Subculture palette is New Wave. It's that kind of like mustardy yellow color. So now I'm going to start being a little bit more careful with where I place the shadow. So this is going to go like kind of directly in my crease. And same kind of windshield wiper motions, back and forth. Go in again. Just make sure everything is blending together nicely. And by the way, this is the Sigma E25 brush, so it's a smaller tapered blending brush, so I definitely prefer this for my crease because you can get it really nice and precise. Okay, so now I'm going to go back in with the same brush that I used for Dawn, and I'm going to tap into Dawn again, and I'm just going to blend this out a little bit more. Okay, so it should look something like this so far. Go in again. And I like to bring it a little further up because my eyes are a little bit hooded. So I just don't want my eyes to, like my lids to take away from anything. So I do bring it up a little bit further. Back into Dawn. I really just like to make sure everything is nice and blended. And these shadows are still really easy to blend. They're really pigmented, so do not like dip your brush in, do not swirl your brush in the product. You really need to only tap it once, and you will get a lot of pigment, and there is going to be some fallout. There's going to be a lot of like mess, if you can see, like just from tapping into Dawn a couple of times, see how much like product fell out. So that's normal, so don't be afraid or don't not buy it just because of that, because it is still a really good palette. So now that I have that all blended out, now we're going to do the half cut crease. So I like to use concealer to cut my crease. So the one I'm going to be using today is the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. So I take that on a little Morphe brush. This one, it does not have a name, but it's really tiny, has a little point so I can get it nice and precise. So just dip my brush in the concealer a little bit. Okay, and again, since my eyes are hooded, I go a little further up than you need to. So if you don't have hooded eyes, you just kind of want to follow where your crease is. And I like using concealer for this versus like anything else because it's the most pigmented and it's really creamy, so it's pretty easy to work with. And I'm only doing a half cut crease, so you just want to stop it kind of halfway on your eyelid. So probably like right about there. And then I put some concealer on the rest of my lid, sharpen up any of the edges. And keep blending. And I am going to set the concealer after as well. Okay, so now it should look something like that. And now I'm going to set the concealer. So what I like to use for setting it is still a small brush, and this one is again from Morphe. Looks like that. So what I'm going to use to set it is a shade from the Violet Voss Pro palette. It's their shade Thanks a Latte. So you can really use any cream colored shadow to set it. I just like this one because they're nice and pigmented, creamy, easy to work with. And make sure to bring it all the way up to right to the edges. Okay, so now it should look something like that. It's all set. And the next step is I'm going to blend together those two colors. So I'm going to blend it with New Wave from the Subculture palette, that mustardy color. And I'm just going to kind of run it on that line back and forth and then run it through my crease a little. See? And it should look something like that. Just going to put a little bit more on. Perfect. So it should look like that. And now for the fun part. So now I'm going to add some glitter, and I'm going to be using the Urban Decay Heavy Metal Glitter, and this is in Midnight Cowboy. So you want to be really careful and precise with this as well, just because you don't want to get glitter all over your shadow or all over your lid or anything. So you want to wait for it to dry before like looking up or anything, or else it'll get all over. So I just like to take it pretty much from here and go up. Okay, so now it should look like that. So now I'm just going to wait for it to dry. Might take a second, so just be patient with it. Okay guys, so now that it is done drying, all you really have to do is finish your lash line, pop on some lashes, and that's pretty much it. So one last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go back in with that New Wave color and blend it again, but closer to the glitter, just so there's no like harsh lines or anything like that. So that's pretty much it. So now I'm going to go off camera, put on my other lash, and then I will be right back to show you how I did the bottom lash line. Okay guys, so I am back. So I did use my Ardell Demi Wispies for my lashes, in case you guys were wondering. So now for the lower lash line, I'm basically going to be doing the same steps but on the lower lash lines. So I'm going to be using my Morphe brush again. This one is just like a flat brush. So I'm going to go in with the shade New Wave and run that all along my lower lash line. And then I'm going to be taking another Morphe brush, and none of these have like names or numbers or anything, so I apologize. And I'm going to take New Wave again and just kind of run it and blend it out. And then I'm going to be taking Dawn just to diffuse that, create like a nice seamless blend. And that's pretty much it. So then you should have something like this. And the mascara that I'm going to be using is my Tarte Light Camera Lashes, and this is the regular, not the waterproof. So I'm just going to take that and run it on my bottom lashes. Okay guys, so this is the finished look. I really love how it came out. I think it's perfect for the fall time, and I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. If you did like it, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel before you leave. And if you have any questions, comments, anything like that, please leave them down below. And if you want to follow me on my other social medias, I will leave that information down in the description box. So for now, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye!